Good morning. Today I'm going to talk about COVID vaccine confidence among public in India. Vaccines are considered the greatest public health strategies to prevent diseases. A significant reduction of many infectious diseases from regions with good public health programs argues the case for the vaccines. The eradication of polio, smallpox, and swift development of COVID vaccines, all these are remarkable success stories. Nevertheless, there are many ongoing debates on COVID vaccine in India. There are recent public apprehensions about COVID vaccines. Such apprehensions arise because vaccines differ from other medical interventions. It involves healthy individual being immunized to achieve a protective public health benefit. The public empowered by the internet and sophisticated social media want answers to their genuine, sometimes not necessarily genuine concerns. Their questions include safety, schedules, affordability, relevance, benefits, and risks. Several factors drive public anxiety. For instance, there have been several communication disasters in the recent past related to vaccine. For instance, a scientific publication later discredited and retracted documenting a link between the measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine and autism. The failure of the predicted swine flu pandemic by WHO when it was not really a pandemic also sent a negative image to the public. So, what is the situation in India related to COVID vaccine confidence among public? COVID vaccine is safe, and studies have documented that their adverse effects are very rare and are very minor. However, still we need to strengthen systematic surveillance adverse events after immunization, as they are strong factors that prompt rumors. For instance, AstraZeneca vaccine and blood clots among vaccinated elderly population from Norway, newspaper report read by all of us. Before a thorough investigation, the rumors spreading to everyone in short span of time. Consequent public concerns undermine the voluntary nature of vaccination program. Sometimes sudden deaths are a serious adverse events after immunization, especially among children during the routine immunization, is not completely unheard or occur very, very rarely. However, the system of investigation into such tragedies is not uniform, and many of the occasions the inquiries tend to absolve or forgive the vaccine and the procedures. The denial of problems without adequate investigation put the whole vaccine program at risk, especially blood clot after the vaccination among elderly population in some of parts of Europe. So, what is public confidence related to COVID vaccination in India? COVID vaccine confidence among public slowly improving after the health professionals received the COVID vaccine on priority basis. Further, several political leaders, including our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, received the vaccine in the public and in front of media, that has helped to instill the confidence in a significant manner. Private hospitals' involvement and regulation of the pricing of the COVID vaccine resulted in improved access across the nation, and it is slowly improving confidence among public. However, social and television media are building a large coalition likely to amplify the risk they communicate, which are unscientific and maybe extreme views related to COVID vaccine. The internet, a vast archive of misinformation, mandates even a greater need for public health education. Forceful insistence of all the adults to come to the center, a COVID center for vaccination, might reduce the coverage. However, consistent evidence-based mass communication generally results a better vaccination coverage. Rumor has its own limitations, but can be countered through a transparent and evidence-based consistent communication strategies. The polarized positions of those for and against the COVID vaccines are obvious. Therefore, the health authorities vaccine industries should not dismiss socio-cultural, political, economic concerns or a context due to lockdown or a surge of COVID cases or a deaths due to COVID as a completely inconsequential. Finally, we in India health authorities should build a scientific argument based on Indian data, Indian experience in support of COVID vaccine while drawing insights from global experience, global data. Often, selective presentation of evidence without a holistic outlook might invite a severe criticism. There is a possibility of experts may differ in their opinions slightly based on their background, experience, perceptions, their attitudes, and overall understanding of the healthcare system. But these perceptions cannot be radically different from systematic data or evidence. The absence of scientific data in the public domain or information, lack of transparency in decision making likely dent the COVID prevention measures that includes COVID vaccination. Increased suspicion of authority is here to stay. However, civil servants should delegate health experts to handle the situation. Further, health experts should not dictate the terms, rather engage the communities and convince them of the need and rationale and efficacy and cost benefit of the vaccine. India can no longer ignore the elephant in the room, that is the limited data, poor quality data, which is not easy to analyze for the health authorities. The poor system of information gathering, which do not allow even for monitoring that what is happening. There is an urgent need to strengthen COVID-related surveillance data such as vaccination, post-vaccination adverse effects, reinfection of COVID and the correlation with vaccination, and severity of the complications post-vaccination cases, how long the immunity would last post-COVID vaccine, and comorbid population registry, health system infrastructure registry, and problems, concerns. All these issues does require an immediate attention and optimization. The current wave of public skepticism seen in many parts of India has been described as a crisis of COVID vaccine confidence. It mandates the restoration of public trust, essential for sustained vaccine coverage, engagement with stakeholders and local political leaders, transparency in decision making, discussing uncertainties about the risks, and enhancing local ownership are crucial. Until then, arguments based on polarized positions will continue, with each side of accusing at the cost of the nation's public health. Thank you.